the scene of a man's funeral is shown, together with his daughter Maria and her caregiver Miss Haley in attendance. Maria is glad because she is now all by way of herself, but later learns that her father had a whole lot of money owed and had left her simplest one book, which contains a tale about a place referred to as Moonacre. Maria reads that the story is about a woman whose pores and skin glows like the moon and her heart is as natural as the moonlight, nature regularly occurring her as daughter and gave her a few pearls. Because of this, human beings start calling her Moon Prince. Her marriage was supposed to be with a boy from the Denoir family. The families there gave presents to Moon Princess. Denoir family gave her black lion and Merryweather family gave her unicorn. The Moon Princess becomes very glad, and in return she suggests both households a box containing moon pearls that have been gifted to her by way of nature. Later we discover that due to deaths Maria's house become now misplaced, so she decides to go away the residence and move to Uncle Benjamin's region, who had invited her at the way. As they pass through a jungle they may be ambushed with the aid of a few people, but all through this time Maria someway managed to get away and reached Moonacre. Mario tells Uncle Benjamin about the assault, but he ignores her. Later Uncle introduces Mario to a canine named Ralph who looks very dangerous. Then Ralph indicates them their rooms. Mario may be very satisfied to see her room day after today. When she wakes up it's a vacation. She finds milk and butterfly fashion biscuits on her table, which makes her very happy, however feels a little surprised. Later she takes her father's ebook and is going outside. Uncle Benjamin takes the ebook from her, which makes her indignant. She tells Miss Heliotrope about it and asks her uncle to go back the book, but she said Uncle should have stored it secure for you, so don't worry. Day after today Uncle Benjamin shows Maria her study room and strictly warns them to stay far away from the wooded area. The following morning, while Maria wakes up, she hears a stunning sound. She sees that a piano is gambling via itself, which shocks her. She starts playing the piano, but just then Uncle Benjamin arrives and gets indignant. Later Mario goes horse riding with Uncle Benjamin, which she virtually enjoys. She asks to spend extra time there, but he reminds her to stay far away from the forest. Whilst Maria is heading towards the woodland, a person named Robin from Denoir attacks her and attempts to take her away. Simply then the Ral arrive and attack the guys, scaring them away. Maria feels relieved and happy at some stage in. This time she finds an injured rabbit. She takes it home to care for it. That night, whilst in her room, Maria catches a glimpse of a unicorn out of doors. Day after today she asks her uncle many questions. She is curious approximately the kitchen and wonders who prepares their food. However, her uncle becomes aggravated and leaves without having breakfast. Maria reveals this atypical. Just then Dog alerts her to comply with him. As she follows she realizes that Ralph is not in everyday canine, however a black lion once given as a present to the Moon Princess. Ralph leads Maria to the kitchen, wherein she meets Chief. Maria sees how speedy and elegantly the person works in the kitchen. She is surprised by using his speed and performance. He asks Maria if she has studied the ebook her father gave her. Maria explains that her uncle took it away so she could not end studying it. The man or woman secretly tells her a hidden course to the library, where she in the end unearths the ebook. When Maria reads her father's ebook she discovers that both households became grasping for pearls. The princess changed into about to go back their treasure to nature, but earlier than she may want to. Both families commenced preventing over it. They tried to snatch the treasure field from her, leading to a massive war between them. At some stage in the fight a member of the Dare family steals the treasure box at the same time as the important thing ends up with Merryweather's own family. The Moon Princess attempts to lead them to recognize, but they refuses to pay attention. She puts a curse on them. She warns that if the trees isn't always lower back to nature before the 5000th moonrise, the Moonacre Valley will destroy the whole thing. Maria then rushes to meet the leader and tells him about curse. He confirms that the tale is actual. He also famous that simplest the Moon Princess can ruin the curse. Maria is taken aback because she believes the Moon Princess lived masses of years ago, but he tells her that this isn't proper. He explains that the only who can see the invisible unicorn is really the Moon Princess, because Maria had visible the unicorn before she turns into very worried. She asks how the curse may be removed. The man tells her that the curse will handiest break if the treasure is lower back to the ocean and each households reunite. She counts the past years and realizes that the 5,000th moonrise is coming very quickly. This scares her. As quickly as morning comes, she runs away and reaches a hidden cave. There she meets Loveday. Another Moon Princess. Loveday had additionally tried to unite the two households but failed. However, she believes that Maria can do this. Loveday tells Maria treasure container is with the Denoir own family while the secret is with the Marworth own family. She thinks for a second and examines her ebook, and she or he unearths the important thing hidden interior it. Maria units out with Loveday to attain the Denoir family's palace to retrieve the treasure. However, whilst they arrive, Loveday suddenly abandons her and runs away. Now on my own, Maria carefully sneaks into the palace. However, quickly she is spotted by using Kerr attempting to affect him. Maria fingers over the important thing. However, the treasure container is already open and the pearl's internal is missing, and they suspect that the Merryweather own family has stolen it. When you consider that Maria is a Moon Princess, he orders Robin to put her in prison. He knows that Maria is capable of saving the Merryweather own family. Tomorrow, Maria deceives the guards and escapes from the palace. Though she is surrounded by means of squaddies, she manages to climb down the palace partitions and runs through the forest. Just then she is determined by way of Ral, who leads her to home. There Maria unearths her uncle Benjamin and leave out Helro, who are both very involved. Her uncle scolds her, which hurts Maria, so she locks herself in her room. Later her uncle involves express regret and says he did it because he changed into worried. Approximately her safety the next morning, Loveday brings Maria a special get dressed made best for a Moon Princess, which makes her look lovely. Maria wears the get dressed and comes to a decision to take Loveday downstairs despite the fact that she is warned not to whilst playing the piano. Maria realizes that Loveday is in love together with her uncle Benjamin. They have been even engaged. However, while Benjamin determined that Loveday belonged to the Denoir own family, he have become very irritated. He felt betrayed. Maria understands that the primary struggle between the families is because of their preference to outdo every other. Soon after, Maria sees the portrait of the Moon Princess and realizes that she hides the treasure below a tree, and tomorrow Maria ship Loveday and her uncle Benjamin letters with apologies inviting the other to fulfill. On the opposite facet, Maria finds Robin and convinces him to help her. Loveday and Benjamin in the end meet every different and are satisfied, but quickly realize that it became all a part of Maria's plan and now she's by myself in the jungle. This worries them. In order that they join forces with others to look for her as Maria and Robin maintain their journey. Robin is captured through his father Kerr and a few companion eye accusing him of betrayal. In the meantime, Maria is on the hunt for the hidden treasure and sees a glimpse of the unicorn. Following it, she reaches the area where the treasure is buried. Just then Kerr appears and captures her, but inside the chaos a dog trapped in a pit escapes and assaults the humans all. Through this, Ralph Canine is shot, and they capture Maria. Robin intervenes and saves Maria, taking her along as they are attempting to break out. They in the end find the treasure hidden beneath a tree. As they are trying to make their manor out, they are pursued by way of enemies. However, with Robin's help within the power of pearls, they manage to break out. The scene shifts to the sea where Benjamin arrives, and initially there is anxiety as he and Kerr fight. However, as Robin and Maria arrive and try to calm the situation, Loveday indicates up and seeing her alive brings pleasure to her brother. Maria comes to a decision to leave Benjamin in the back of, urging them to unite in order that their households can live to tell the tale and guard Valley. However, while they refuse to do so, she throws the pearls into the sea. However, it mysteriously returns. Surprised, Maria attempts to interrupt the pearls necklace all over again by throwing the handbag into the sea, but the pearls come returned and adheres to her garb. When Maria found out she had to leap with him into the water, she did so without hesitation. This act breaks the curse, restoring nature, and everybody in the location witnesses that Maria is still alive. The unicorn then seems to hold her on its again, symbolizing her victory. Benjamin then apologizes for the whole lot, and the day is packed with pleasure as she sees her brother satisfied. Simply then, an enemy from Denoir's side arrives, equipped to assault. But Amit Helro defeats him, bringing peace and reconciliation to both families. This is wherein the video finishes.